Well, summertime means a lot of great fruits are readily available to all of us. We have a lot of great fruits here in the Pacific Northwest. None better than blackberries, though. And this afternoon, Jill from the lakecity.com?
Lakekitchen.com.
Lakekitchen.com.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Jill, what's your last name?
Sharp.
I'm sorry, Jill
Yep.
Sharp. You guys all know her. This is the first time I've met her, though. Anyway, the lakecity.com is going to share some great ideas for sweet summer berries. So,
Yes.
Jill, you want to start over here?
Yeah, so the theme is kind of blackberries, and then I'm throwing some peaches in there. Since we have blackberries everywhere, these are some great ways to use them up.
All right, before you start that,
Yes.
so I was driving down Aloha, on Dexter, down here in South Lake Union. It's a road that buses go up and down. There was a guy standing there right next to the road, and he was picking blackberries and putting them in a bowl. Are those okay to eat?
I wouldn't necessarily go somewhere where there's a lot of traffic going by, but there's other places where, like, we actually in our backyard have a lot of blackberries, and that's where these are picked from.
Okay.
Or there's some trails, and, you know, there's places that are more walking trails rather than busy streets that, you know, you get some of the pollution and stuff.
All right.
I wouldn't pick my berries there. Let's just put it that way.
Unless you're going to a
each
farmer's
their
market.
own,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Okay, good deal. All right, that's good. That's good to know.
Yes,
Hopefully
yes.
he survived.
So, yeah. So we're going to start out. This is a little bit of raspberry yogurt.
Okay.
And this is a great smoothie you can do as a snack, or you can do it in the morning for breakfast. This is apple juice.
Okay.
And then, of course, the star of the show, the blackberries. Great antioxidants. There's so many good nutrients and vitamins, minerals in blackberries.
Why are you going to mess it up with a piece of something green? What are you doing?
The kale, you know, and you won't even know.
Okay.
Once we blend it up, we get a banana in here, and that really adds some nice smoothness to it. You won't even know. And you can see how beautiful it comes out. You just kind of flip it on, and you let it rip.
You didn't put any sugar in it or anything?
No, it's all natural, everything in it. You're going to let that go, and you see this beautiful, you can't even tell there's kale in there. Nope. The kids won't know either.
Oh, it's
Isn't it delicious?
It's very sweet. Kind of tangy, too.
Yeah, the blackberries have a nice tart, sour note.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and then another thing. So we're kind of doing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And now we're on to a lunch.
Okay.
So we're doing a spinach salad. And first thing I'm going to do is make a blackberry vinaigrette.
Okay.
So we're doing blackberries twice in this. So what I'm going to do, this is a little mini food processor.
That's like a half a cup of blackberries?
Yeah, a half cup blackberries. And then we're doing, this is a little agave nectar, which you can get at the local grocery store.
Okay.
It's great because sugar sometimes gets a little grainy, and that's perfect.
Agave nectar?
Agave.
Agave nectar.
Yep.
Okay.
And then this is olive oil, and then this is vinegar. And I love, this is from Mr. Vinegar.
Okay.
You can get it online. I love the red wine vinegar.
Okay.
And you just whip it up like that. 2 seconds, you know, and if you don't have a little food processor like this, you can always use a blender.
Okay.
So I have my dressing right there.
You can just make that for like a whole week and it'll be ready, right?
Oh yeah, pop it in your fridge, and you know the olive oil will solidify a little bit, so just pop it out a few minutes before you use it. And then, so I have some spinach leaves, so I'm just going to dress that, toss it together so you can see here, and this is actually what I'm going to call a composed salad. So we toss the dressing on here.
A composed salad?
Yeah, so there's tossed salads where I toss everything in here, we toss it together and put it on the plate. Instead, I'm just dressing these spinach leaves like we have here, and then all this fruit and veggies are so beautiful. I don't want the blackberry vinaigrette to cover up the color. So that's why I'm going to just compose it. We're going to put on a little symphony of feta cheese. We had green onions. These are some slivered toasted almonds.
That's good.
Some cherry tomatoes. These are from my backyard. They're hot in season right
well,
now.
Aren't they?
Oh,
they're doing really well.
Yeah. See, I mean, this is like literally everything from the backyard, besides obviously our almonds and our feta cheese. And then the star of the show, the blackberries.
Sure, you put a little piece of steak across it too would be good.
Steak, chicken, salmon, any of that. You make it a great entree salad too.
I like it. That's good.
Yeah. So we have our salad, we have our breakfast, and now dinner.
Oh my gosh, your tomatoes are good.
Aren't they delicious? I know, and you don't need anything on them. They're delicious. Next we're going to do is kebabs. So we're doing blackberry barbecue sauce. And the nice thing about this, it's really versatile. So once again, we're going to use a little food processor. We have our berries. We're going to get some ketchup in there, a little bit of maple syrup, and then we want a hint of mustard.
I love barbecue sauce. I'm really eager to see what this tastes like.
And then
that's like a Dijon mustard you put in there? Like a brown mustard?
And then
and some onions?
Some onion, Walla Walla sweets, local, some garlic.
Those are good right now, too.
Yeah. You whip that up, and it comes out like this. So you have a really nice barbecue sauce, and what I do is I marinate the chicken. So you can see the chicken here, marinated in it, and then we just skew it.
How long do you marinate it for?
No, about a half hour or so.
Okay.
Pop it in the fridge when you do it, though. And then when you're ready, you want to just take a skewer like this, and you want to get these nice and wet right before you use them, so that way they don't burn on the grill. and you just skewer on like that. Get some chicken, get some great peaches.
Do you ever put like a little oil on them, or you don't put anything on them?
You know, you could do that. That's a great idea, actually. Before you turn your grill on, oil the grill a little bit, or you can spray pan on it. Don't do it while it's lit, because that will flame back at you. But that'll help the peaches and the chicken not stick. But yep, it's delicious. And then once they're done, just drizzle a little bit more of that barbecue sauce on top. I mean, look how delicious that is. If that's not summer, I don't know what is, right?
That's great. I want to taste your barbecue sauce, though, because that's interesting, considering you have so many different kind of barbecue sauce. It's really good. What if you wanted to put some heat into that?
So that's a great option. You could put some cayenne pepper. You could also do jalapenos. You could do like a jalapeno barbecue sauce. That's the nice thing, is making your own. You can make it however you want it.
It's very, very delicious. Thanks very much. So what else can we find on the lakecityway.com?
At lakekitchen.com.
Lakekitchen.com.
Yes, you can find all these recipes. I have tons of other healthy recipes. We have some video how-tos, all sorts of things. And, you know, email me if you have any questions on what to do with blackberries, blueberries, peaches. Now is the season for Washington fruit.
Do you frown on picking blackberries and then just putting some sugar on it and eat them? That's not really how you're supposed to eat them, is it?
You can eat blackberries however you want. But, you know, now you don't even need sugar. It's just in my mouth. Honestly, I was picking all yesterday. I had cuts all over from all the thorns and just popping in my mouth. And
really good.
I think I had a little black all over my mouth before I went to bed.
Well, thank you for bringing them. Jill Sharp, it's nice to meet you. And thanks for coming in. We certainly appreciate it. Marty?
All right, guys, that's great. And some good tips. The skewer tip, that's wonderful to know. If you had smell-o-vision, boy, it smells so great in the studio. Thank you, Jill. Pour yourself a